Happy hump day. It is May 3rd or 4th or something. I do have clothes on, by the way. Story to start the month off. I was in Central Market and I was making my favorite salad. I usually, they go by weight, and I usually make one that's like 16 pounds, not 16 pounds, $16. Anyway, so I got it all ready, beautiful. Took it to get it weighed, and I spilled it everywhere. Like, not shattered, but like every piece. I mean, the most beautiful salad just everywhere. This guy walked by, he goes, I've done that. And then this girl walked by, she grabbed up the hard-boiled egg. I was like, what the heck? What the heck? Thank you so much for picking up my egg. So I had to redo it, to clean it up. Anyway, I just picked up some stools. So I had this, I put it in my last vlog and then I took it out because I got really frustrated. So I picked these up today. They are pink painted bamboo stools, and they're bar height, not counter height, which is what I'm looking for. So the ones we had were kind of going with our old aesthetic that I thought we were going to do for the backyard, and then I realized we're not doing that. And they were very cheap, and we never even used them. And then I got this blue patio set that I was going to sand. The guy that had them, it can be redeemed. Okay, this patio set, it's a wooden patio set, 2 beautiful wooden stools. I mean, I just did not have, as soon as I put them in the car to take them to Goodwill, relief set in. So they can be redeemed. It's just not going to be by me. So I took all of that to Goodwill, picked up these stools, and I'm super excited. So I'll show you where they're going to go. I think they're going to stay in the house, and then when we need them outside, we can take them outside so that we're not overwhelming our very small patio. And then I'll show you some plans there. I have a massage today. I just finished up some work stuff. I'm a little early to my massage, so I'm gonna run into Goodwill, see what I can find. I think that's it for now. Yeah, let me see what I get. This used to be one of my favorite Goodwills, but they've changed it up, so we'll see what we can find. Well, I forget that school is out, and there were so many people in Goodwill. I was like, get out of my way! So, I was so mad. Let me show you what I got. I just got a little planter, an Italian pottery planter. I just think it is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. I love like the hand-painted vibe. And it says Italy at the bottom. It was like $2. I might put a plant in this and give it as a gift to one of the ladies. I mean, she's a lady, but one of the girls, ladies, women's in my brokerage. She's about to have her first baby, and she loves Italy and French stuff. Anyway, I just thought maybe it would be good for her. But yeah, I just finished my fancy second salad, and I'm gonna go in and get my massage. Okay, so I have this big black pot in the front. I'll show you guys. It was just too big and wide. It needed to be a little taller. So I took 2 pots. You've probably already seen this trick. It's everywhere already. It's been everywhere for a long time. You just take 2 pots, booty to booty. You can do 2 separate sizes, like a small one on top, large one on the bottom, whatever you want to do. So right now I'm gluing them, have some bricks inside, we'll see. And then I'm going to spray paint it all black. And then I'm going to put my faux florals here. So it's a little tall and a little bit more thin, and then I'll show you where it's gonna go. All right, so it's gonna go right here. That's just getting some sun. That's funny. But the wide one kind of came out like this, and it was kind of short. So I wanted something a little thinner to fit that spot and a little taller. So I think that's gonna look really pretty. And then I got some faux lavender. I'll show you that. I got some floral foam from Dollar Tree, so I'll glue that to the bottom of the pot, then put the faux florals in. I just wanted something that would look beautiful all the time, because we keep succulents out here that do really well, but I can't imagine like something beautiful and colorful here just lasting, because we kill it. And then we have some succulents here, and then we're still working on this, but what we chose for the top actually looks so good, and it's surviving. We just have to do the bottoms because we couldn't find the plants that went in there at the Home Depot or Lowe's, so we need to go to a nursery. And then I'm going to put these up on something to make them more even, because there's a slope here, and so we need to pack it so that these look really pretty and give some light on either side of the pit there, the fire pit. It's not a fire pit, but whatever it is, we're using it for a garden now. All right, this is the faux lavender I got off of Amazon. The only thing I really ever order off of Temu is florals, because they actually have some really nice florals, and I feel like this is comparable. But they were a little bit more expensive. I got 2 bundles. Each bundle was $12, so really not that bad at all, honestly. Don't even know if I'm going to use them all. But like I said, I got the Dollar Tree floral foam to put at the bottom, and like some of these are already coming off, so we might have to glue them in, which is fine because they're going to be outside. But I'll get to that once we spray paint the pots. Also, I pulled off the rest of my acrylics, and I'm like, let's just take a little breaky break. So I cut off all the nails. I'm going to let them grow out and get healthy. Look, the last one I got. And then I painted just so that I didn't feel horrific. But look at this. Look at these. Horrible. Look at the other side. He wants them to do their nails. All right. So this is the completed dupe, where we have glued 2 different pots together and just did a little spray paint. Some faux plant there. I think it's really cute. I did have it on that side, but this is a bigger area. This is a smaller area. This girl, a little svelte. If you didn't know, that's Lady Featherington. She does not have her summer outfit on, so stay tuned there. Moved the plants here, and then we have these. So let's take a step back here. I think it looks really cute. Still have to work on the inside of that, and then we're going to put these on little like cement things so they go a little higher. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty cute. I think it ended up being about $30. I think that's a pretty good deal. Good morning. Okay, I am here to get my hair cut. I have not brushed. I literally got out of bed, did my makeup, put clothes on, and then this is what my hair looks like. So the last time she cut my hair, we did not have, well, okay, so I got my hair cut, colored. I usually go like every 3 months, which is not ideal with this level or like this short of hair, like and all the highlights I get, like it doesn't look good, but financially that's what I have to do. So I got my hair cut and colored beginning of December, or like mid-December, and then I got it done in April. And now I'm like, no, we just need to get it done more often. So in December, I had a really cool different cut than I've had in a while. Like I haven't had it that like choppy, and I really, really loved it. So I asked her for that in April, and we didn't really have enough pictures, and I think we were both distracted, and it ended up being literally the opposite, like super heavy top layer, just almost blunt, and just really, really heavy for how I like to do my hair. So I found a vlog where you can see all the choppiness. So I'm excited to get it done today because I think it's going to look really good. I think we're going to do a good job today. Then I'm going to head over, so I'll let you know what it looks like. But I'm going to head over after that to drop off Daniela's new home gift. I'm very excited about it for her and her little girls. But yeah, the salon is super cute. I'll show you the inside of it. She's got a very super cool aesthetic. It's called Hey Girl Salon. I'm super excited for her because she was able to purchase this from her ex-mother-in-law who owned the salon. Anyway, well, let me show you what it looks like. Hello. I just got home from the library. Actually, I got home from work, and I stopped on my lunch break to return my book. So if you watch my last vlog, I talked about getting a library card and starting to read the Kay Scarpetta books. The author is Patricia Cornwell. They're very similar to like James Patterson books. They're kind of very easy read, under 300 pages, crime dramas. Super, super good, easy summer read. So were the first 3. I just went back to return that and get the next 2. They don't have the 4th one, but I got the 5th one instead. Cruel and Unusual. These are from the 90s, so, but like, look at how little it is. Such an easy read. And then I got a new book. I don't know. Look at me just browsing and getting stuff. The Scientist and the Serial Killer. The Search for Houston's Lost Boys. Lice Olson is the author. I know the camera's flipped around, but yeah, so I'm really excited to read some new books on the hammock for my summer adventures. And I think we definitely need to get down to the pool again. I'm thinking of maybe going during the day by myself even to do some reading. Also some amazing good news. So this will be in the next couple days, maybe next week. Girl, what you crying about? What's the matter? Come here, bird. Yeah? What happened? Tell me the drama. Okay. Anyway, my nail lady, she owned a place or rented a space here in Pflugerville, and she sold it or gave it over to somebody else, whatever. I was not exactly sure on the details. And she went to do permanent makeup in the Pacific Northwest. Well, she texted me the other day and she was like, hey, I'm back. I was like, what the heck? This is the best news ever, because look at these. Look at them. So yeah, I peeled off my last acrylics just because they were coming off and I didn't have money to get them filled. So I was like, let me just take them off, give them a little break. So beginning of July, maybe end of June, I'm gonna have her do them. She's just so good because she does very quick nails, very thin and precise nails, and she's amazing at the art. It's very hard to find somebody like that that's also quick. I cannot sit there for 3 hours. Anyway, stay tuned for some new nails. I'm gonna go do some reading. Hey peeps. So today is June 20th, and I'm actually getting ready to go do some makeup and skincare lessons. And I am so freaking excited. I have not done this in forever, and it's a friend from church. So it's gonna be easy to talk and all of that. What I'm doing right now is doing all of my brushes. This is my favorite brush cleaner for really deep clean and for fast clean, especially if you're actually doing makeup on people and you need to clean your brushes very quickly in between clients. It dries very quickly. It cleans very thoroughly. I will say that it's not something I would use on them every day unless you absolutely have to, just because there is a very high alcohol content. And so you don't want it to ruin anything, but it's just so efficient. Especially when you're working between clients. I have not washed these brushes since my last client, honestly. You should always do it right when you're done, but I always just want to get out of there just because, you know, like your back hurts and everything. Anyway, so other things I did was I got her a little gift bag together. So there's like a little headband in here, one of my favorite mascaras, a little mini of it, one of my favorite eyeshadows, a little mini version of that, just a little gift for her. And then I've gotten together a bunch of different bags of things like my skincare, brushes, makeup that I think, comparative things like this is a cream, this is a liquid, this is a powder blush, what would work better for you? How do you layer them? All those things. So I'll show you. So like in here I have, I'll show you some stuff when I get there, but like I have all my makeup here. And then I'm also bringing some stuff from my kit, a lot of different concealers, different eyeliners, lip liners, just so we can play around. But let me show you some of my favorite brushes. So I have been really loving this one from Amazon. There's a 2-pack. I can't find my other one, but not a 2-pack, but I bought 2 different brushes. I'm really loving Duo Fiber. Very much so. Duo Fiber. This needs to be cleaned. This needs to be cleaned. I've been using this for bronzer. This one for blush. This one for a more pinpointed blush. My, like for foundation and stuff, my favorite is Love is the foundation brush. This is a very similar one. It's It Cosmetics. And it's a star shape, but I've used it so much I need to clean. But I really, really, really love these for pressing foundation concealer into the skin. A good backup for that is the Real Techniques one. I think that's actually really nice as well. And then I'm bringing a couple of cream brushes for some cream bronzer and cream blush. This one is e.l.f., still one of my favorites. dot, 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 and then use this to blend out that cream. And this works cream over powder, this brush does as well. And then I think this is, it's either, what is this one? I think this one's also e.l.f. Yeah, e.l.f. cream brushes are really, really good. Good afternoon. We're getting here to the end of June, and there's been some code orange. So also I didn't brush the top part of my hair. I did brush this part. I am still gonna work out today, so I didn't really do, I didn't do mascara or anything, so I'm just like, let me put some lipstick on and get out there. Anyway, I've seen a couple things at TJ Maxx. I'll put some pictures up here. Home Goods, not Home Goods actually, TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I've seen a few things. I actually bought a ghost candle. It's like a rainbow ghost candle. Absolutely in love. That's the only thing I let myself buy that's like specifically Summerween, because we don't got the storage for that, okay? But we're gonna go into At Home. Now, At Home is filing, I don't remember what chapter it is, but some sort of bankruptcy where you're not really closing stores necessarily, but you are kind of reimagining how you do things financially. I think they might close some stores. Anyway, we have 2 in Austin that I know of, and I'm at the one closer to my house. We're just gonna see what kind of Halloween is out. I have a plan for my Halloween, and I'll talk about that later. I'm actually picking up something for a craft today. I'm picking up a twin headboard to make a big headstone for the front yard. So I'll let you know that the plan for the front yard is definitely kind of a poisoned pumpkin patch with a couple of, kind of like a mix between a cemetery and a pumpkin patch. So I bought a lot of pumpkins last year that I want to burn and kind of make poisony. And then we'll see what they have in here. But my plan this year is not to buy too much. I'm kind of doing a plan in advance, and I'm going to go through what I have when I unbox my stuff. I have a few things that I want to buy for the inside, but unless something is like insanely cool, which I will say I'll put a picture of it here. It's the Cracker Barrel Witch for the year, and it looks like it's carved out of wood. It's absolutely stunning. I mean, if I could get my hands on that, that would be amazing, but I'm not hunting for that. It's $60. We're doing projects at home, like we're redoing the backyard, we're upgrading some things in our bedroom, we're upgrading some things in our spare bedroom, we're buying a big thing for organization in the garage. So like, I want to be careful with my money in that way. This year I spent a lot last year, or a lot meaning way more than I typically would for Halloween. So I want to make sure that I stay on a budget for Halloween. Probably going to buy very little for Christmas. So the extra money will go to projects and then maybe a little bit of travel in the country this year. All right, let's see what ours has. They always have some really good big Halloween items. So let's see what they got today. Oh my God, I can already see it. You guys, are you ready? Are you freaking ready? Oh my heart. Oh my God. All right, so one of the things I do want to get, or I'm on the hunt for, is a crow, an owl, and a toad, like the classic witch items. This is already broken. I don't know that these are like beautifully made. I think these are like a resin. We got some creepy, more dark aesthetic things over here. Kind of gargoyle style, gothic, true gothic style here. This is one of their best-selling things. I was going to try and make it this year, and I might still do that with our solar lanterns. I mean, I think I can. I have 2 tables that I could totally make like this. Anyway, this would be super cool on each side of your doorway. Our door is on the side of our house, and it would be kind of silly, but maybe something similar. I love the idea of this. They brought their moss lady back. I think she is stunning. And then they have some tombstones out. I don't know that I'm gonna buy a lot of tombstones. I'd rather have more pumpkins, and then that big one I'm gonna make. I think this is the collection I'm gonna really love this year. It's kind of a garden, grim garden. I don't know that I love these pumpkins here with the faces, but I love these, and I'm like super into eyeball stuff. Love it. Love eyeballs is definitely going to be a theme for me this year. Actually, this reminds me of Labyrinth and mushrooms. But yeah, I really love that little pumpkin. Don't really need it. Another eyeball. Look at the big toad. Look at it. Guys, it's so cute. These are some smaller lanterns with some vultures. They got the girl coming back, and then they have where she's got kind of the mummy mouth. And they have kind of dupes for the older or the previous year Cracker Barrel. Okay. This ghost reminds me of the Martha Stewart one I've been on the lookout for. This might be something I get this year, but I don't know. And then they have some food stools too. So if you've been wanting a food stool and you can't find them at Home Goods or TJ Maxx, Marshalls, they definitely have some here. These are so cool. These are citronella candles. Huge. $10 for two, but they're like huge, huge, huge. That'd be cool. Got some creepy florals and wreaths. Gosh, they're really putting this shit out. I want to get some Spanish moss. We're gonna still do like a party, vintage party in the kitchen, but I'm probably gonna creep it out a little bit in the living room this year. Oh, I love that. Absolutely love that. Know where to put that. Tons of signs. Really is an easy way to go. You don't want to do much, but you want to add something. I've always wanted to do a haunted village, but I just don't think I have a place for it. Nope. I'm not a fan of the spiders. I'm obsessed with the eyeballs lately, though. That's going to be a theme somewhere inside. Jack-o'-lanterns. Oh my. All right, at the back of the store, they have some fall items, strictly fall. I mean, it smells like fall. It smells freaking amazing. Look at these big ass pumpkins over here. Oh my God. Fall, 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 fall. I'm not going to show prices or anything. We're just looking at a preview, but look at this. Look at this Cinderella business. This is insanely cool. Where would we even put this? 200. All right, I'm gonna show you guys what I got today and yesterday at an estate sale. So I got 2 of these glasses from the estate sale. So this actually happened to be a friend of mine from when I taught. Her parents passed away and they're in our dream neighborhood. So I had already planned on going to this estate sale because the company that hosts the estate sale, I'm on their mailing list, their email list. So Let me see if I can straighten this out a little bit more. So I already knew, I just didn't realize it was my friend's family. So dug in there, spent a little bit more than I normally would because I don't usually go on the first couple days. Usually go on the last day, and then what's left is what's left. But there were a couple things I really wanted, and I got 2 of these glasses. The sucky part about these glasses, any of these vintage printed glasses, is you cannot put them in the dishwasher. But these are some of my favorite colors. They're all over my home, like a corally pink, minty green. They're everywhere. So I got 2 of those. These are for me or for us, like we're keeping these. I'm not selling these for now. Monkey planter. I got a snail planter made in Japan. So if you ever look and you're thrifting, made in Japan and made in Taiwan are very good signs of vintage. Now it'll say made in China. Made in China doesn't always mean bad or always mean bad quality, but it just means newer. And I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with snails, and that little face is priceless. And then I got this as well, a little pink planter, and it has the date 78. I don't know if, my phone's backwards. So signed pottery, beautiful. I went in, like you saw, all that home stuff. I only bought some glasses, so I've been wanting to kind of collect these. They sell them at Marshall's, Home Goods, World Market, At Home, and I had a little bit of a coupon, so I went ahead and got one summery one and one Halloween one. And here's the thing about these cups. So I think they're super cool, but they are wider than a traditional cup. So like I'm not a small person, but I have a small-ish hands. So they are wider than a typical glass, but they're the double wall where they have the little things inside. So I got an avocado one, because first of all, green is my favorite color. And me and Freddie both love avocado. And then I got one Halloween one. Sorry about the sound. They packed them really well. And we're also going through a purge, which sounds crazy because I'm buying stuff, but I'm gonna get rid of stuff that I just don't absolutely love in the kitchen and replace with the things I do. So I got Frankenstein ones, and these I'm not a super fan of the tortoise shell look on the glass, but this one looks cool to me because it's a little spookier with the black. And I definitely wanna get like a strawberry one or something that's a little bit more brightly colored. But anyway, these are the 2 glasses I got from, where is the other one? What the heck? Like I literally don't even know where I just put that glass. Oh, okay. So I got those 2 glasses. They ended up with my coupon being $7 or $8 a piece plus tax. So not horrible. It's these little glasses I paid $6 for. So sometimes you invest a little bit more money on the things that you really love, and that's okay because they're gonna stay. And that doesn't even probably sound like a ton of money to most people, but for me, it is. I'm about to make some strawberry simple syrup. So I got some strawberries from Target, my favorite gum, some sugar to make that simple syrup. I want to start making my own simple syrup again. The clear and then some flavored, because I'm doing a video on romanticizing summer, and I think bringing in those flavors and the freshness and something a little different for the season is really fun. I have the yellow one of these, the yuzu, just straight yuzu, and it is absolutely insanely beautiful smelling. These are from Target and they're on clearance. This is like the Room Essentials candles from like a month or 2 ago, and it's like a neon, it's like chartreusey yellow with a teeny bit of mustard. That color one, if you can find it, it is insanely good and it smells up the whole room. But this one is similar. It's kind of like a white tea mixed with the yuzu. It actually says sugared lemon and prosecco, but I think that this actually goes with the yellow one. I think this is the wrong topper. This one that I actually purchased, so went from 10 to 7. It's not that much of a discount, but I just always buy candles. I cannot see which one this was, but there's no way that this is the yuzu tonic. This is more of like a white tea fresh, and so this will be really lovely in the house as well for summer. And then the last thing I got, so I was looking, again, I'm doing like a refresh on the patio in the backyard, and I saw these online somewhere else, but they were actual cushions, like the back cushion, like this is truly a pillow, but it was a back cushion and then a sitting cushion in this shell color, but it was pink. I picked up one of these. I actually picked it up for our bedroom, but it says it's an outdoor pillow, and I just cannot imagine this being an outdoor pillow. There's literally nothing that feels outdoor about it. You cannot remove the cover. It's just traditional polyester pillow. It's like spot clean. So I might put it out there if we have people coming over, but really this is for the bed. So I'll go see what it looks like outside. But yeah, I think there's one more thing I want to do during this vlog, and then we'll probably call it a day. Hopefully I can fit it in here. If not, maybe I'll do a whole separate video on it. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, let's just end the vlog here. I don't even know if I showed like the ending of so I do like the haircut better than last time. It's already grown out a little bit. She definitely did longer bangs than the last time, or shorter bangs than the last time, but longer than the original cut. So it's still not perfect. I'm not really wearing it down as much because it's just, it doesn't, I know it looks like I have a ton of layers, and I do, but better than last time, but I just still want a little bit more. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to stay going to her. It's kind of far, and I don't know, more on that later, but that was the update on the hair. We did a really cool DIY for the front porch. I'm doing some reading. I'm actually almost done with that first book that I got from the library this month. I think I should only get 2 because sometimes I'm in the mood and sometimes I'm not. So anyway, I think that's it, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I really do love vlogging. I know not everybody loves to watch them, but I like taking people on days with me, just kind of what I do, what I get done in the house. I don't know. I really love watching vlogs and people's lives. So hopefully you enjoyed this. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.